And welcome to episode number 38 of the PT Central podcast, Getting Real with Jazz and Nick
and Danika.
So Danika is currently our accounts manager. She's just come on. She's learning so much, especially from Jazz, who was an accountant. She has an amazing wealth of knowledge that you will get to also unpack as we go on through these podcasts. So as a personal trainer, I'm sure you've run into some troubles of what do I do? What does the word BAS mean? What is profit and loss statement? I could remember, I had no idea about owning a business. If it wasn't for Jazz, who had a wealth of knowledge, I would not have my own business still, because that side is fundamental to the success of your personal training business, no matter how much passion you have. It's what holds a lot of people back from success as well. Obviously, money, you need it to grow. You need it to pay your bills. Yeah, so just going to unpack some struggles new personal trainers have when they launch their first boot
And
camp.
we'll cover some of the stuff obviously that Danika does in her role to help manage the finance side of the business. So where do you want to start?
Well, what roles does Danika take on currently? What roles do you do?
I'm basically doing the finances for Ministry of Movement, and that just includes doing the banking as well as all their accounts for ministry.
Yep, so that entails getting the bank statements done, recording transactions in the accounting file, so Xero we use.
Yep, Xero.
Yep. And when you first started, it was a little bit complicated.
Yeah, no, I did struggle for a fair few days, and it took a lot of hours throughout the day just to pick it up. I'm still learning.
You do outstanding accounts too, so people who have debts, not paying their gym memberships and stuff.
So, but as from the start, so you first started looking at the bank statement and recording transactions into Xero. Did you, when you first had, probably didn't really have an understanding of why we were doing that, but now, what's your understanding of why we would do that sort of thing?
It's basically everything that runs a business. It's not just for businesses as well. It's general knowledge that I think everybody should have an understanding with. So it's a massive learning curve, and it's definitely something everyone should probably have an understanding.
I find, like you said, everyone should have. I find it very eye-opening. I never imagined how much expenses there would be in a gym when I first. I was like, oh yeah, this is how much we need to make for a week. Yeah. And, no, there's a lot more expenses than you expect. So I found that definitely it's a bit of a shocking, and you guys probably finding that too if you're just started a studio or a gym or even just boot camps on the Oval.
Did you want to share, Danika, our initial process there of what you do with the bank statements, keep it organised? How do we do what we do?
So basically we collect our bank statements every week and print them out, and I just follow up the receipts that both Jazz and Nicole have had throughout, also through the week, and just photocopy them, attach them, and put them all in order. And just
check if any are missing. Yeah. And then what do we do once we've done that?
Just record them all onto Xero.
Xero,
and then send them through to Nicole and Jazz, just for them to follow up.
So then obviously we can generate profit and loss, cash flow, balance sheet, and all those sort of other things. So as part of the rest of the role, you also, as Nicole mentioned, do the outstanding accounts. And so what's your part of that?
Basically, I go through our accounting system with Xero and look through which clients owe us money, and just see if they need a text or a letter sent to them, and go through that kind of process. And
And so have you found it useful to you, something you can use going forwards in your life? And
definitely, as someone who's just come out of school, you don't really understand what goes behind the scenes of a business, so it's good.
And you
kind of eye-opener, and
definitely. And you kind of have future plans to maybe go into business or study something in business.
Definitely.
And go overseas too. Yes, it's exciting. And wherever you work, it's valuable to know that there's a lot more goes on behind a business than just what you see. I think a lot of employees are not grateful for actually what goes on or what the owners do.
They can't see the bigger picture. And so we also run management reports. So do you want to have a bit of a background on what we do for those?
So we grab the financial side of things. With everything
from from our operating software.
Every month, and just see where we've made a profit and loss, and we bring it to the managed meeting every week, just see where we can improve on, and see where we're going forwards.
Yeah.
So it breaks down, like categorizes our, like, you know, where all our income's coming from for each area of our business, whether it's personal training, gym memberships, nutrition, crèche, everything that we do. It's broken down, and then we compare it like to the previous month and the prior year, and allows us to know where we're improving and where weaknesses exist in our business and where we could improve. And so once we identify that, we can market the shit out of where we're not doing so well, and then hopefully pick that up again.
Yeah.
You know, it's one of the best strategies, and I think you need to do that each week in the business.
Yeah,
to
we compare it to prior month,
Yeah.
prior year.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's like partial month to partial month, just to get that. We need to know where we need to improve, and just makes business run so much better when you focus on that sort of thing as well.
Yeah.
Mm.
Cool. Anything else to add before we go off? Any tips for personal trainers starting out with accounts that it could be really overwhelming them?
Just go with it. Like, you might think it's really hard to start off with and you want to give up, and it's just, don't want to do it, but just keep going, because it just gets easier and you get to know it.
Yeah.
And it just...
And it starts to make sense.
Yeah, it starts to make so much sense.
Yeah.
And you're so thankful
And
that you
'cause-
actually did go through with it
Yes.
and understand.
Yeah. And because you're on it each week, it's not like a big lump sum at the end of each quarter.
Which we've had to do in the past,
Yeah.
and it's not fun.
So yeah. Cool. Thank you, and talk to you tomorrow.
Bye.